Welcome to episode 2 of the From Scratch series, where we try to make 100 mil on a level 75 attack zerker. So during the last episode we made 1.8 mil, of which we had a cash tag of around 839k. I did, however, forgot to pay the ref case entrance fee, so I've already dropped 100k just to make sure that the series stays as authentic as possible. I also mentioned that I would be upgrading the gear, so what I'll probably do is just sell the rune crossbow and replace it with a +1, such as the heavy ballista or a dragon crossbow. So in that way, if we do end up dying, then we can always sell the +1 and then buy our gear and supplies back. So now that we have bought our +1, let's head off back to the ref caves and PK there for a couple more hours. I'll probably stay there for a few more hours, and then once I can afford some basic PKing setup, I will head off to some other wilderness spots as well. So initially I was hopping at the south side of the ref caves, because this spot is one of the easiest spots to kill some low level PVMers, but after a while I didn't find much activity, so I decided to head off to some other parts of the ref caves. So my initial plan was to just kill some ref cave PVMers and then make enough money so that I could afford a decent PKing setup. But then I actually changed my plans when I encountered this pker. Unfortunately, I didn't T-beam, because my initial reaction was to avoid the fight, but this made me realize that you don't really need to have a decent PKing setup to be able to fight back against other pkers. So after a while I ended up finding this pure. So this time around I made sure to take on the fight. Unfortunately, he got away, because I ran out of entangles. So for a while I was killing some PVMers, and then I ran into this team. After a long and intense fight, I was finally able to take him out for a dragon crossbow. Eventually I decided to get the imbued magic cape, as it will increase my max hit with fire surge from 40 to 42. And now it was time to go back to the wilderness for a last time. this wraps up the end of episode 2 of the From Scratch series. I really enjoyed making this episode, and I never thought to be able to encounter so many pkers. I thought we'd mostly just kill PVMers, but we actually encountered quite some pkers as well. So check our bank value to see how much we made since the last episode. So we currently have a bank value of around 9.1 mil, but I haven't deposited any items, so let me do that now. So with everything deposited, we have a bank value of 10.8 mil. So the last episode we ended off at a bank value of 6.4 mil, and we now made around 4.4 mil during this episode. So initially we started with a bank value of 4.6 mil, which means that our total bank value is now 6.2 mil. So let me know what you thought so far about the series, and if you have any suggestions about PKing spots I should PK at, just let me know.